company is Black Series Edition LLC. We're doing some demonstrations on frame artwork, projector mapping applications. So the surface is already painted with our black technology. So dedicated black Cinemax right there. We're using, for projector mapping applications, we're using Lightform right here. That's our Lightform application and camera. And our projector, we're just using an old 720p CHRISTIE 401. I think this is a 401, yes, 401, because the 1080p model is packed up. It's my old projector. And of course, fully lit environment, because our screen paints are fully ambient light rejection technology. All right, so I'm going to do a couple of applications on here. First, I got to scan my surface. Let me see. I'm going to turn the camera this way. I actually dropped my focus on here because, as I said before, sensitive information can pop up on these things, and I have to turn the camera away for that. Okay, so let me go into my software. Do I have to do this all over again? Let's see, I'm probably going to have to do it all over again. All right, get project. All right, so we are scanning the picture frame. introducing to a museum that I'm going to be going to see later on at the end of the month on basically bringing a visual, real live effect to the art museum. The black technology we have here, because it's designed to absorb light. And again, I can't express this enough, contrast is extremely important because again, it's a lot of dark in these paintings and they had to produce a 100% black level. Or if not, what's going to happen is the screen's going to wash out. Even if we're using 4,000 lumens, it doesn't make a difference. So imagine walking into an art museum and just watching the paintings come to life. Now, see the deep dark black and the trees in the background? Now mind you, we used to make gray paint called digital and crystal screen paint. We used to make it. We don't make it anymore because it doesn't work in any application we use it for. That's a 4,000 lumen projector sitting right on top of the screen. So I get this all the time from people saying about great paints. They'll say, well, you know, and I try to explain to them, look, we used to make this stuff, okay? It ain't like I don't have an experience in it. I do have experience where I started from. It doesn't work for anything. This is why we give the digital and crystal screen paint away for free, because it doesn't do anything. So we were using this for an application for a museum or any place we're using it for, it won't work. You have to have black. Any artist will tell you that when they want to add detail to a picture, they're going to have black involved. And they want 100% black. They don't want gray, they want 100% black. Let's shoot some more images. Get my music down, it's a little too loud in here. Let's go to, let's see, design. Mind in these types of applications that white will not work and gray will not work at all, period. Because again, like I said, it has to be to read a 100% contrast level. It has to be able to pick up. Can't read it, then it's not going to work. And these are screens are going to be put in really highly foliated environments, a lot of lighting. If you've been in museums, you see you have a lot of light that goes on in these museums. Yeah, that screen, that all that black in there is going to have an extremely difficult time. So that's why I said our technology is the best technology for all applications. Especially for projector mapping applications. Now also by showing pictures in here, I can also draw on this screen too, with my mouse over there. Once I order the pen, I can do actually some more accurate drawing than with the mouse, but yeah, you can actually draw into the screen because of the projection software we have here, our mapping software. And there's our incredible light levels on a nice little snowy background. So let's see if I can get my camera push up just a little bit more on this. There we go, that's better. Look how fantastic the skin tones are. This is the ambient light projection technology we developed. It allows the screen to be able to pick up an amazing, also to that heightener technology that allows our screens to pick up an insane white level. Even when the surface is jet black. And this is why this is a fantastic application for anything. Because I said before, you're using a gray surface or a white surface, it is going to have issues. And again, with art, you know that basically they're choosing black, and that painting, you're going to have to be able to see a 100% black level, which is extremely important. Something gray and white screens will not be able to do. Now, if you got any other black surfaces or paints or different forms of materials, our technology pulls the highest white level. All our products are tested. You can go to our website's marketplace, look below. You will see demonstrations called Black versus Black. We also strongly advise, sorry, the whistle there. We also strongly advise that you please read through our specification sheets. We did a lot of testing on this product. There's a lot of information in the specification sheets on what you can paint it to and what you can't paint it to. And we do advise you read through this information. Also, too, what projectors we do support. We do not support any form of knockoff projectors. It will not work with the technology. We say stick to the name brand projectors. There's some snow levels right there. Nice, beautiful moon. That shows you how insane our white levels are in our technology. And of course, if an art museum is using this technology, they're probably going to be using a much bigger picture frame display, where they can display multiple images on one surface, have it in one display by itself. This is also a fantastic way for artists who are going to be using projector mapping applications for performing their artwork. Like I said, they'll be way better equipped than I am. They can literally pull out a giant mouse pad, get one of those infrared mouse ink pens, and start drawing an application using our technology right into a picture frame. One of the problems I saw when they had the Lightform technology and a lot of people were using it, everybody was blasting this stuff on a white surface. Problem was, images were coming out extremely poor. Because like I said, projector mapping is still projection at the end of the day. Even though it's a completely different application, it still has the same reaction on the screen. So you have to be able to generate a 100% black level. It's a very important requirement for a screen to do this. You watch a movie, you watch Batman or Star Wars, whatever you watch it in the day, there's contrast levels in every single thing that you watch. So what are you really picking up at the end of the day? Can't see it. You got a gray screen, you're not seeing anything. You got a white screen, you're seeing far less. It's a 4,000 lumen projector. It won't read it on a gray screen. And as for the black technology, it has to be able to register white light. That's why we have all those test demonstrations peppered all over our website called Black versus Black, where you can see the difference between our product and any black paint or black fabric or black film or black plastic or you name it, we've tested it, dating all the way back to sevens. That's why when we get people come up and say, well, you know, you guys used to make a gray screen paint. Yeah, we used to. How come we don't use it anymore? And that's why. We can't use it for anything. We give that away for free. That's pretty cool, ain't it? Let me get me a couple more. I want to get some outer space, some really deep outer space, some artwork. I had somebody talking about the Ghostbusters for Halloween, how the painting came to life. He wants to do something like that with our technology. Now, if I'm doing something like that, I would advise using the rear projection technology that we have. That would work much better to give it a much more realistic effect. Now, it's interesting how people want to deny black technology, but yet you accept the black technology under the certain projection screens. Sorry. TV screens, cell phones, and all that stuff is a requirement for you to have OLED technology. But when it comes to a projection screen, the screens are gray and white. Could never understand that. And yet you go out and spend all this money, ridiculous amounts of money, for projectors that have very high contrast levels in order to fix the problem. A projector costs $270. There's a 3,000 to 1 contrast. That's it. How much money do you think I spend when I do my setups? A lot. Less than most people, but not all. I spend that kind of money. That's why I have so many projectors. I don't have to worry about that stuff. Or HDMIs, or if it's 720p, I have to worry about any of that. I don't need that. I'm good. Technology does all the work. Let's see. I want to get something. Oh, let's do. That ain't enough room for the fun. Put another Van Gogh in there. You have to understand, when it gets to this stuff right here, even any kind of projecting, the artist who did this painting was going for black. He didn't choose gray or light gray or mid gray. He chose black. So when you go to the art museum and you look at this, you want to see what the artist is portraying. If he's showing you a black moon or whatever he's showing you, that's why he's using black. So you see the concept here when it comes to your projection screen setup. When you watch a movie, you don't see 100% black. Outer space is black, it's not gray. So when you're watching a movie and it's some kind of galactic dogfight going on in outer space, that is supposed to be 100% black, not gray. You're not seeing what you think you're seeing at the end of the day. It's kind of like a matrix effect. Really, you're not seeing what you think you're seeing. This is pretty cool. These have been nice to have a hallway full of these. And it'd really be easy to do. I mean, pretty much. You could pretty much have a shelf in the back. That'd be the back area. You can walk in the back and basically work on the projectors or whatever you have to do. And in the hallway, you can have the frame. We'd have to use rear projection technology for that, because we couldn't put them in the front with too many projectors overcrowding each other. So each projector would have to sit on a shelf next to the screen. These are ultra short throws. Be to display an easy image without lamp glare right to the surface and produce an image just like so. We have that rear technology already, especially in jet black. So when anyone walks by, they just see these black picture frames, and then the images could pop up on the opposite side. Give you a nice control room at the back to control all the projectors and monitor and update them, what we got to do with them. And then on the other side, people can walk by and see these beautiful paintings come into life in a fully lit environment. This is why I said that there's so many different ways that you can utilize our black technology and watch your movies off of it. the black in his jacket. Can't see it. But it's 100% black. It's what the artist is generating for his artwork, not gray. So this won't work. And if you were to say, well, what if I just use any kind of black paint? Well, good luck with that, because keep in mind, it's just black paint. It doesn't have the ability to generate white light. So you'll be matching our black versus black demonstrations that we have below in our video demonstrations back in our products. That's something that's very important, like I said, because again, anybody we're doing business with, they have to be to see this. So they don't think that we're trying to bamboozle them or trying to get over by just using black paint, hitting them with a high-end projector and saying, look, this is what it does. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. Pay me money. We have to prove that this technology does something different than everyday black paints or fabrics or plastics or whatever. This is why gray versus gray demonstrations are important. So we're the only ones who do this anyway, so, you know. Because I don't care where you're at and what you're doing, any company on the face of the planet is going to ask that question. It's going to come up. And you'd rather be the back of your products or sit there with your pants around your ankles looking like a fool. You figure it out. That's why our demonstrations are posted directly to our site. You can go to any website, I don't care if it's Google Screen, any company you want, and you will not see those demonstrations at anywhere. Any of the videos, anywhere on the website, you won't see it. We're the only ones who have them. Because we can back our products, that's why. I love that. It goes beautiful. I want a bigger picture frame. I do want a bigger one. But I don't want a lot of stuff to carry over here. I'm going to go over. I thought this would be fun. It's a Van Gogh version of Mario. I thought this would be cool to put up there for the display. I thought this would be cool just to have. Now, I know some people will take what we say personally about gray paints, but you have to understand, this is where we started at. I didn't start off with the black technology, I didn't start off with the gunmetal technology, I started off with gray. That's what I started off with. So I think I should know what's going to work and what's not going to work. If we have upgraded already to a black technology, that tells you right there from the door that the gray products are obsolete. This is the reason why I come on here and I take the screen and I put it up on every single demonstration. It does not work. It served its purpose, and now it's pretty much, I don't even know what you can do with it. To tell you the truth, honestly. You know, if you go buy a white screen, it's cheaper to buy a white screen and paint over it. You buy a gray screen, you're going to pay more than what you pay for the white screen. So they're not even worth painting over, because you'll have to pay more because the screen's gray. For a white screen, you're going to pay way less. So what purpose would a gray screen have? They don't work for projector mapping applications. We don't work with ultra short throws. We can't use them on high lumen projectors because they don't function correctly. They don't work in the dark. We've had them in dedicated theater rooms. They won't pick up in there. They won't work on site or off site. They just don't work. They serve their purpose. The purpose of a gray screen was to be able to have a better product than people using white screens. Now you have just about everything else on the market. It doesn't serve a purpose. If you want the best and the highest white levels, you go buy a white screen. If you want the best contrast, you go for the darkest screen. What's the darkest screen? Darker than gunmetal. It's going to be black. So if you had the darkest and you had the lightest, where does the gray screen fit in? It doesn't produce 100% contrast, it doesn't produce 100% white levels, and it can't read color. It doesn't even have ambient light rejection technology embedded into it, neither do white screens, but it doesn't have it. So where does it fit? If we were to switch back to gray paints, say we drop all our black technology, all our gunmetal, we go switch back to gray paints. Where would I use it at? I can't walk into any facility. We know it won't work. Fully lit environment, that's not going to work. It's going to wash out. It's just not worth our time. That's why we give it away for free. That's it. There's no place for a gray screen to fit in. If you look at the Elite screens, they have a gray screen. I think it's called the Cinema Gray. That's a budget screen. That's what they are. They're called budget screens. A white screen is a budget screen. So if you can't afford the Dark Star 9, which is not Dark Star 9, the Cinema Gray 5D, which is a $1,500 screen, $1,300 to $1,500 screen, you don't have the money for that. Then they have a budget screen for you. If you can't afford the $800 for the Cinema Gray, then you go with a white screen, because that would be within your budget line, because you can't afford that. But if you can afford it and you have the money, then guess where you're going. You're not going near the Cinema Gray. You're not going near the white screen. You're not going to the Cinema Gray 5D. You're going to go straight to the Dark Star 9, because that's the darkest screen they have. And that's the best performance screen. They'll tell you. You go in there and ask them, what is your best performance screen? They're going to point to a Dark Star 9. It's a $3,000 screen. There you go. Any company will tell you right from the door that the most expensive advanced screens are dark. Even Google will tell you the same thing. The darker the screen, the more money you will shell out. I like this Mario. Look at you, taking my spot, taking my seat. You just claim this chair as your own. That's all. Now, if I'm going to be using this for projector mapping applications, and I need for this thing to work in a fully lit environment without any problems, I'm going to go with the darkest technology we have, which will be black. All right, well, that's basically about it. Taco has taken over my seat, so I guess that's his seat now. I guess I'm done for today. Because now Mr. Taco has taken his seat back. But yeah, that's what it comes down to. Where you can't use it. People ask, and they go back and say, hey, that digital one crystal screen paint, yeah, it was pretty good. It was contracted. Had a major contract sitting on it and did pretty good. We made all different forms and types of gray paints down through time. But it ran its purpose. I think at the other one pushing through, the other application, I can go ahead and just cancel that one out. I think that layer is pushing through. Just going to just cancel that out right now from the door. You have new skills in the projector mapping field, yet you are right in my way. Right? Yeah, we found it. Nope, it's in there. All right. I gotta take this out anyway. We got too many in the application group anyway. Let's go back here. Oh, I just remove him. I just remove this. Remove the whole project. Yeah. Just look at the project. There was better. Just remove the whole project. And that way to function better. overlapping like that. Instead of remove it out of the program, so I'm gonna put it back in. I'm gonna get myself some more pictures. Nope, still in there. Why are you haunting me? I think I want to do some pretty flowers. Oh, some painted ships. That'd be beautiful too. Some nice painted ships in the background. Do something like that. Alright people, I don't want to kill too much of your time here. I got some things I got to take care of myself. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Probably going to have to reload this in again. Because I can see right now I'm having a little conflict with the program. You know, carrying on and acting up. Let me see for a minute. I'm going to my... No, just one more. Give me. Where's my project? Right, turn this to the side. As a matter of fact, I can just blur it a little bit. So that way you don't see the information. Set for a minute. I'm going to do a rescan. There we go. Shift my image a little bit there. Oh, another thing too, you have to be to pick up white light. The scan going off, there's white lights that are popping up. Yeah, use black paint, you're gonna find out something really interesting what happens to a scan when it hits a black screen. It can't generate white light. It's really interesting what happens to it. It doesn't come out all so pretty. Same thing like you're gonna do some pictures, same thing. I'm gonna do something real quick on here just for fun. Oh shoot, that is way up. I get this all the time, so I'm just going to put this in there, because sometimes people are going to go, wait a minute, you could have just basically, so I guess they'll say that this is all fake, this isn't real, it's just a prop. You'd be surprised how petty some people can be. It's sad, but it's true, they're that sad. But that's a prop, that doesn't even exist. Look up the company, it does exist, or the company doesn't exist anymore. This is called projector mapping right there. We literally got people that petty. Now, you see that right there, that program that says KB? KB is going to end up over there because it just already mapped out. I just screw it in and I'll punch it and throw it right over there. As a matter of fact, let's show you what we're going to do to the KB. Let's come over here and let's put that over there. And that's, we're done with that. We'll just throw some colors in there. Let me see. Can I do artwork in here? Oh, I'm going to do Van Gogh. I'm going to Van Gogh my freaking, my name. There we go. When I first started showing this off, I swear I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I had some of the most naive people on the face of the planet that really need to crack books at the end of the day. It's not hard to crack a book. It really isn't. But literally came in and said, oh, that's a prop. This is not even real. Literally, the company was splattered all over the place, but that's not real. It's not a real company. It's not real projector mapping equipment. He's just projecting an image onto the screen and saying it's projector mapping. This is where I have a habit of making people like this look like complete idiots at the end of the day. See that image right there? There's no way in the world projector's going to be able to do this right there. You have to have mapping equipment to do it. Oh shoot, I forgot it. We scanned half of this. This was something else I put on there, but it doesn't make a difference. All right, so let's come out of this and put that there. Bam. Oh, let's do something really fun here. I'm gonna take away the picture frame just for a minute. I'm gonna do something crazy here. I got 3 boxes, 2 boxes. Something about 3 boxes in here. These are my shipping boxes. Let's see. So what I want to do is I'm going to do the picture frame already. I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to get pictures of that anyway. This is a fun task to do. This is how you practice on these things. It's better if you have smaller objects. Smaller objects makes it more interesting. Like trying to scan the handle of a teacup, or basically change the speakers into flames, stuff like that. So if I remove this, what it's going to do is it's just going to show the scan what's going to be hitting next. So take this out. This is going to hit the blue technology we have behind the back of our screen, which is the aqua. Box here, that's painted with their technology. I'm just going to put down frame and more. We'll put this one way over here. And we'll put this one over there. Completely separated from each other. All right. Let me see. To make the image big enough so it will connect with all the boxes. Whatever the projector sees, the mapping will see. All right. Get out of here. I always have stuff tangled around my stand. Should did this yesterday when I had the boxes out like this. Get my weights out of the way. You're determined to take my spot, aren't you, Taco? Yeah, you. Oh, shoot. Open. You guys just set over here. My info. Perfect. All the boxes will be on the scan. I gotta bring you guys this way because I don't want to walk across the scan at the same time and disrupt anything. All right. Rah, 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 rah. Attack me. Rah. How dare you. Rah. Don't you dare jump up and jump on me, boy. All right, so let's put ambient light projection on each box. No, because I did series, like, you know, when I first started showing off the technology for Lightform, like, we had individuals that would just come in the room and just embarrassing themselves by saying, oh, that doesn't exist, there's no such thing as projector mapping. Like, oh my goodness, like, seriously, we're not saying stuff like this in the room, are we, and standing by it? No, no, no. So each one of these boxes we just scan. That's what just came up on the camera over here. All right, so we can draw on this one, and this one. I'm gonna use my brush, make it a little bit smaller. This is why I need an ink pen in here. And this one, I'm just gonna put a nice little A here. There we go. And that is our first application, our first A for our first box. Now, if a projector is going to hit, a projector is going to hit here and here. The whole image is going to show here and here, regardless. It's not going to be the miss and hit right here, here, and here. I literally had to do this. I did serious on a YouTube video. Like, literally, you guys were like, no, that's coming from one whole image. Yeah, if it's one whole image, guess what? It should show up. This A should project all the way across with no problem. Could it be one solid image? So let's change this image. Just get some of our artwork effects. And I'm going to change this over to, we'll do this one with the Van Gogh. So that has the Van Gogh right there. So only that box is the only one that'll be able to show that image. Everything else won't come up. This is a cool part about projector mapping. You can choose where you want the image to go. And there you are. All the other boxes are skipped. You see how big the image was when I put it on there. So this one should have been hit, that should have been hit, the wall should have been hit. Only the box is going to see it, because that's the area that I mapped. I mapped all three of them. This is when I chose to draw on. Now we'll draw on the one in the middle. Go back to our design here, and we'll choose our middle box. Grab me one right here, and put a nice little L here, right across there. Now we'll change this one over to create a surface. I don't run out of time here. I'm going to be going over my time on this. We're done on this. Let's get ourselves right there, and there. And let's do this one with, let me see. We just want some white snow on it. And we'll take this right here, and we'll put that one right there. So that's gonna pop up there only. that one. So now you just have this one, and that one won't have anything on it. There you go. See, we've got a white snow here. There we go. Then go over here. Now, we'll put one right there. So that's the beautiful thing about projector mapping applications. You can basically direct where you want the image to go. That's why I said they come with the ability to be able to projector map a movie into a curved screen. Do you have any idea how much of a headache that would save instead of having multiple projectors all over the place? Let's get our R here. Right there. Like that. I'm just going to grab something out of the other design. So I just grab something completely different. Let's get some psychedelic colors. That's finished. That. And publish. So you get 3 different displays off one projector. Layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3. So if it was one image by itself projecting into the picture frame, then this would be the one solid picture because this was the first application to be displayed. So this would be one big, huge, massive display of a snowstorm. But it's not. It's 3 different projections coming from one projector. That's projector mapping, ladies and gentlemen. Well, with that being said, gotta go, and God bless.